In the year 2147, humanity's greatest dream had been realized: universal happiness. A global government, known simply as the Council, had taken control, implementing a strictly utilitarian regime where the greatest good was the only priority. Marina stood in front of her tan, featureless apartment complex, a sight replicated across the city. The sky above was a dull grey, perpetually overcast since the council had regulated the climate for consistent efficiency. Tranquility pervaded the air, masking the underlying cost of this engineered serenity. Stepping inside, Marina was greeted by Leo, her 10-year-old son. His radiant smile, enforced by genetic modifications, was a common sight among children in this new world order. "Hi, Mum," he beamed, eyes twinkling artificially. Marina's heart ached. Leo deserved genuine joy, not this fabricated cheerfulness. She knelt down, brushing a strand of hair from his forehead. "How was school today, sweetheart?" "Great," he chirped. "We learned about the Council's history of happiness." Of course, it was always the Council's version. Marina knew the darker truths. Her thoughts drifted briefly to Jackie, her late husband, who had dared to challenge the Council's methods. He had been taken for the greater good, a phrase that justified all atrocities. Fear jolted through her. The Council's surveillance wasn't limited to physical spaces. It probed thoughts. She redirected her mind to mundane matters, an instinctive defense. Dinner was a silent affair, as dictated by efficiency. Communal tables and dinners had been deemed unnecessary, solo dining optimized for emotional regulation. Afterward, Marina helped Leo with his evening routine and tucked him into bed. "Sweet dreams, Leo," she whispered. Once Leo was asleep, Marina activated her holoscreen, scanning through the day's news. Her thoughts, however, drifted to the resistance, a group striving to overthrow the council and restore genuine freedom. They contacted her sporadically through cryptic messages. Tonight's message read, "Eagle 204, the seeds of liberty are planted at dawn. Your presence is critical." Marina's heart pounded. Eagle 204 was her resistance pseudonym. The urgency meant action soon. She glanced at Leo, fast asleep, and whispered, "For you, my love." At dawn she slipped out, blending with early workers. The grey monotony provided cover. She navigated to an underground tunnel entrance, hidden under a maintenance hatch. Inside, dim lights revealed a determined group, the Resistance. Leading them was Amir, a disillusioned government scientist. "Marina, glad you made it," Amir greeted her, handing her a small device. "This is our beacon of change. We need to disable the Council's surveillance core." Marina accepted it with trembling hands. "And if we fail?" Amir's eyes darkened. "Then we become part of the silent cost of the Council's happiness." They moved towards the Council's towering headquarters, navigating through back alleys. Reaching the surveillance core's entrance, guards stood alert, ready to detect anomalies. Marina approached the access panel, her heart racing. Amir's plan relied on her previous role as a systems engineer for the Council. She keyed in the override codes, and to her relief, the door slid open silently. Wasting no time, the Resistance filed in, facing the immense servers humming with power. "Now or never," Amir muttered, initiating the shutdown sequence. Alarms blared, red lights flashed. They worked feverishly, installing the device amidst the chaos. With a final keystroke, the server's hum faltered and ceased. The alarms and lights stopped, replaced by an eerie silence. They had done it. "Move!" Marina shouted. They fled, guards and drones converging, they dispersed into the city. Marina took a circuitous route home, arriving just as the city began to wake. Inside, Leo was at the breakfast table, still smiling. The surveillance was down, if only temporarily. A delicate silence enveloped their exchange. As Marina hugged Leo tightly, she felt a flicker of genuine happiness. The council would retaliate, but humanity had taken its first step towards reclaiming true emotion. Weeks passed. The council's crackdown was fierce. The resistance lay low, communicating through intricate codes. When the council scheduled a public announcement, it was a pivotal moment. On the day, the square filled with blank-faced citizens. Chancellor Magnus's speech projected on towering screens, droning about societal sacrifice. But then, the broadcast cut to footage revealing the council's dark truths. The suffering behind the enforced happiness. Gasps and murmurs spread through the crowd. Amir's device had worked, showing the citizens the price of their false utopia. As chaos ensued, Marina slipped away to Amir. The resistance had struck a blow, but the fight was far from over. Returning home, she found Leo smile, now with a glimmer of real emotion.